another thing in the news to do with COVID, actually. Did you see about the anti-vaccine protesters in Kansas?
What about them?
They were wearing Stars of David with the argument that they were being treated like the Jews in Nazi Germany.
You can't really do that.
No, and I was thinking about this because obviously that is just horrific.
Far.
So if you're doing that, you're either one, an idiot who's completely uneducated about the Holocaust, or two, just plain evil. So like, pick your poison. What are you, stupid or mean? Like, that's the choices.
I think it's stupidity, and really, I do think it's stupidity because I think that, all right, I understand the intellectual argument that a certain class of people were discriminated against, but you cannot compare at all to the Jews in the Holocaust. Are you nuts?
Can I read what the Auschwitz Memorial tweeted about it?
That's so messed up, and also really shitty to Jewish people.
Horrific. It says, this is what Auschwitz Memorial said on Twitter.
Okay.
Instrumentalizing the fate of Jews who were persecuted by hateful anti-Semitic ideology and murdered in extermination camps like Auschwitz with poisonous gas in order to argue against vaccinations that save human lives is a system of intellectual and moral degeneration.
That's a great way of putting it.
And I think they nailed it.
But this is the thing about the Jewish
Fucking
history.
Idiots.
So many people use the Jewish plight in a way that's useful for them. And then when it comes down to helping Jews in plight, they don't do it.
They ignore it, of course.
You know? Like, they really are one of the most picked on people of all time.
Well, just to try and argue that, just to try and even compare and say that what people who aren't vaccinated go through is the same as what Jewish people had to go through during World War II is just not even close. And if you really think that your life is so hard by being unvaccinated that you stand alongside those who were murdered in concentration camps, I think you need to read a bit more about history and what actually happened to the people during the Holocaust, because it was horrific.
But there's a bigger problem here too.
What's that?
You know, and, you know, I'm not trying to subject change away from the fact that, you know, the Jewish experience is basically being exploited, right, for political purposes. But there's such a strong foundation in outrage culture. And so people want to take the most outrageous possible scenario, right, and then bend it to their political agenda, right? Because at the very end of the extreme is the Jewish experience. Right? Where you're literally being rounded up and gassed to death. Like, get out of here. That's crazy.
I just thought it was crazy. And there's pictures of it. I was reading all about it. One of the people who was doing that was actually a mayor candidate, a mayoral
candidate.
That's not a word, is it?
Mayoral
is a mayoral candidate. And
we both looked at each other like, that's it, right? That's English.
That's the word, mayoral.
Avada Kedavra. Just kidding.
A mayoral. It sounds like I'm saying my own name.
Yeah, it does.
It's a mayoral candidate.
It's a mayoral.
So one of the people...
They're not qualified.
One of the people is actually running for mayor. We'll say that.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Just disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.